Hey! Welcome to me inn. Ha ha! It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour ya an ale over the stories, fables, and tales about the swords, sickles, and spells in the depths of the swells. So take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
All right, and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. I am your host and Dungeon Master Mike, and across from me I have...
This is Nick, who plays Vaso, the half-orc barbarian. And last episode, Vaso gets level 2 exhaustion, and he does not know why yet.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan. I am playing Kincaid, the sorcerer. Last episode, I single-handedly took down a dragon. Just joking. I helped take down a dragon. I like to believe it was with my tactical military training that Kincaid has, not Ryan personally.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys, it's Sam, and I am currently playing Lucha, the goddess. Just kidding. I'm playing Wood/Rads, the elven ranger. Last episode, I was a god. I was Lucha for 2 whole rounds. I also turned into a dragon. I am pumped as a player, but so confused.
It was a big day for
confused.
Sam.
All right, so we pick up right where we left off last episode. You guys are in the middle of the Temple of...
I feel like we were mid-argument.
You guys were in the middle of the Temple of Sawlean, in the middle of an argument about picking up loot, I think, or something like that.
All right. I agree we have some things to think about, but I think we need to explore this temple while the getting's good.
You're not wrong.
And get out of here.
I mean, you're not wrong. But we definitely have some campfire discussions we need to have.
Absolutely.
Also, I was a goddess and a dragon. Guys, I was a dragon. Why was I a dragon? And she's like going to now
It was probably that
spiral.
weird voice that came out of you.
What voice?
You had some weird, uncharacteristic voice saying, "Not in my temple."
What?
And then that's when you turned into whatever that was.
I was speaking?
Yeah, you wouldn't have any memory of that.
Yeah, your eyes were glowing. And
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you were a scary-looking thing. It is kind of like what
and
happened
then you
back
turned
at
into
the order.
the goddess.
It's exactly what happened back at the order when you yelled murderer.
So now she's like so confused.
So Vaso, he's going to start looking around. He's going to look for his... he's going to look for loot, but he's also looking for his dad's pocket knife.
Okay, go ahead first and roll 2d20.
Oh my gosh.
A 2 and an 8.
A 2 and an 8. Hey, new numbers. You're fine. So you're going to be looking around for your dad's pocket knife.
Yep.
As you are looking around for your dad's pocket knife, you can definitely find it amongst all of the debris that's kind of been spread around. So you have no problems finding your dad's pocket watch.
Okay. Do I find anything else?
You find a bunch of gold and trinkets. You find a lot of the stuff that you guys were on the look for. So like there was a looking glass, I think, compass.
There was a bunch of stuff.
I didn't write it down, but there was a bunch of stuff from the villagers that the kids had lost on their adventures, and you find pretty much all of that stuff.
Okay.
I'm guessing we're taking that with us.
Yeah, let's do that.
You also would find other trinkets that weren't specified, such as gold, daggers, swords, shields, basically a bunch of stuff. Not really anything magical, but you do find a lot of other equipment.
Vaso is also going to go pick up those gold shards from the light beam.
All right.
Because there were 3 of them.
There was 4 of them. And as you go to find the gold shards, what you notice is that they have started to evaporate. And as you're walking over towards them, they disappear.
Huh.
Vaso's just sad. He's like, he couldn't honor his buddy. He couldn't honor his light buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I think he honored us.
Yeah.
Is the dragon still there?
Dragon is still there, and it is a dragon. Well, I guess no, it turned into a dark shard.
I want to go to where the tail was.
All right, as you were looking at the dragon where the tail was captured, the dragon turned into a dark shard, which left that little opening, and you see that there is a cavity underneath the floor of this temple. And you see that underneath there is a wooden bow. But before you can kind of get into it, your mending spell continues and closes shut.
I guess I can't unmend.
You can't unmend.
Well, I found the bow we were looking for.
Okay. We just have to...
But I also just closed it at the same time. We got to get underneath the floor. Yeah, we probably have to find some down there.
Okay. Kind of while Luke or Vaso's looking around, I would like to look. I want like a hairpin or a brooch or something that I can wear to remember the day. So just remember this day. So I want a little trinket. Can
Well,
I?
you're fully bald, so you probably can't wear a hairpin.
That is true. I mean, I'm planning on growing my hair back at some point, but maybe like a brooch or something.
Yep, you'll be able to find any sort of small trinket that you're looking for.
Can I find a brooch with like a dragon on it, maybe?
Yeah, you can probably find that.
Like a dragon brooch? I feel like that'd be common.
I think it would be in a
Sure.
fantasy
Yeah,
setting.
maybe like a green dragon. That's what it was. Okay. So Red's just confused. Guys, I don't know what happened.
So Vaso, like, he's gonna look around.
They totally ignore me.
Yep. That's what it
I
sounds
mean,
like.
I think there's a time to explain
He's like, yeah,
what happened.
I don't know either, but
Vaso's not trying to get into the drama right now. Like
The drama of my life.
like get over yourself, Woods. Okay, we gotta clear these woods out, and we gotta clear this area out because that's why we're here.
Oh my gosh, I love you so
So
much.
Vaso, he's gonna look around. Does he notice anything different about the atmosphere? Is it still Dorma, or is it a little lighter, or something happened?
it's definitely still Dorma, but ever since the dragon has been defeated, you don't feel, something feels different. Like when the dragon was alive, now you notice that there used to be this pressure that was kind of pushing you out, like pushing against you physically. And now that the dragon has passed, you don't really feel that presence anymore.
Okay.
As you guys are walking around, looking around, actually, Kincaid, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I'm just looking to see how we get down.
So what do we
Hello?
have to? She's gonna walk over. Wood's gonna walk over to Kincaid and just be like, "What's going on? Why are you staring at the floor?"
So there was a hole in the ground that the dragon's tail was in.
Okay.
I closed that
Yeah.
so that the tail would get caught
Good
to
call.
immobilize him. Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
Great call.
Well, as it finished closing, I saw a wooden bow, probably the bow we're looking for,
Oh.
but the floor has closed up.
And
so I'm
it's-
trying to find some way to get down a floor.
It's stone.
Yes.
The floor is stone.
Yes, the floor is stone.
Can we try can we give it a good like whack with something to see if it'll crumble or not?
Yes, you can.
Vaso!
Hey, you're the strong one.
I know, but I need something to hit it with. I only have a sickle. The things I have aren't going to do
I
anything.
mean, there's got to be like a war hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there,
yeah.
oh, yeah,
Big
yeah.
hammer
I guess
and
is there a big like hammer? Like a
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd find something like a mining pick or a mining hammer.
yeah. All
you
right.
know.
I'm going to give her a roll. So what am I doing?
Right here. I'm going to point where to hit.
All right. She's going to like brace her knees a little bit. Crit fail.
You grab a. Oh, I know exactly what's going to happen. Okay. Vasa, make a dexterity saving throw. We're going to have a safety lesson in this as well.
Welcome to my drama.
10.
Okay. Woods, go ahead and roll 1d8.
4.
4. So you take 4 bludgeoning damage, and you're no longer raging, so you take all 4. So this is a learning lesson. If someone's chopping wood, you should never stand directly in line with them, because there is a chance that when you're swinging a sledgehammer or an axe, that the head will fly off of it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened here.
And Vaso knows this, but he didn't know.
so tired.
He didn't know that Woods was swinging,
Yeah.
and he's gonna lecture Woods about this. Like, you never swing in the range or in the target area that could possibly hit somebody.
I'm like, yeah. I'm looking around for another like axe. Look, I'm just like, it's like she drops the handle.
Vaso's just gonna kind of wander off,
Wander the other
get
way.
away from her.
All right, this isn't gonna work. We need a new plan.
All right, I'll say you do find one, but when you hit the floor, it just lets out like a vibrating, like it doesn't even put a dent in the floor.
Okay.
And you immediately pick up that there is a magical enchantment on this floor.
That you put on. Great. You've now.
It was a cantrip. I didn't do anything.
You're you're
so
such a
good.
high level wizard. Maybe like you don't even know it. All right, can we do, I guess, perception or investigation? See if we can find like a trap door for like to go down to the cellar or something like
Yeah, you
that.
could do an perception check because you don't really know what you're looking for at this moment.
Is the
15.
temple, is it like a tower looking thing, or is it like a old monastery
It
type
is
of thing?
very much like a tower that's empty on the inside. So you know what a ziggurat is, like the little pyramids,
Yes.
but hollow on the inside.
Yes.
And the opening is there's no ceiling. Like at the very peak of it is an open ceiling.
Okay. So is there any way to go up, or is it just like open space above us?
It's just open space above you. So there's one room in this temple,
And we're in it.
and you're in it.
And we're trying to get to the basement, the floor.
Yep. You had rolled a what for your perception?
15.
15,
11.
11.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
14.
14. You guys would all definitely notice that right below where the dragon was, you didn't notice it at first because the dragon was actually on top of it with all the treasure. As you start moving the treasure around, you notice that there is a big circular seal on the floor that was kind of covered by the dragon. That's where he had made his perch, was right in the center of the room. You also notice that there are some pictures and stuff that are still kind of intact around the room.
Crap.
Let's look at the pictures.
It's going to be a puzzle. Dun, dun, dun. We should
Is
make
there
puzzle music.
The circular thing, is there like any, like, is it a pattern or can we make out what, like, is there like a design on it or something?
It is two, basically, I think if you took like railroad ties and put them together.
Okay.
So it's just lines going across.
Got it.
Okay.
Looking around, you see 5 different intact pictures and 1 picture that's not quite intact yet.
Intact, what does that mean?
So they're kind of, one of them's been not desecrated, like it's crumpled down, it's been broken up, but the rest of the images are pretty easy to see.
Where are these pictures?
They are on each of the walls along the sides.
Is it a 4-side building?
6-sided building.
Oh my, I don't know how to draw that.
What?
Great
So
job.
stop
Right?
sign.
Yeah.
There you go.
Of the pictures that we can see, do we recognize them? Do we know what they are?
You would recognize some of them as the moon goddess,
Ooh, Lucha.
and the other half of them kind of resemble Solpalor, the sun goddess.
Oh, hey, the sun goddess. Sol Palor.
That's what you kind of pick up.
What's the torn one or the desecrated one?
Torn one, you can't really make out what it could have been. It's just been really scratched up and just weathered with damage.
What are they doing in the pictures?
They are more or less interacting with the people that came to the temple. The sun goddess, you'll see like pictures of the sun like going through the sky. The moon goddess would have the different phases of the moon. And
I'm picturing like Stations of the Cross, kind of like those
yeah, it could be something like that.
pictures in like a church wall. If I'm standing due north,
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out, does it matter what pictures are on what wall?
It does not.
Okay. And you said 3 of them are Sol Palor, 2 of them are Lucha, and we can't discern the other?
Correct.
Why don't, since you have a connection, why don't you and I go like off to the side and then you just stand in the middle woods
Okay.
of the temple? Maybe you can do like a little prayer or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Since she's already
do
connected
your
with
goddess
you.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
do your
just,
goddess
Let
thing.
me just turn into the goddess in the
Yep.
middle of the thing. Like, I know how to do that. Archie's gonna walk. She's gonna be a little arrogant and be like, "Okay, get out, move out of the way." And she's like, move her hands. She's gonna stand in the middle and like be like, "Okay." And she's gonna touch up on the top of her neck where the moon branding now is, where her necklace used to be. And she is going to start to just like kind of meditate a little bit, but more so harness the feelings that she does when she opens a riff or creates or closes a riff, things like that.
So as you're standing there, you're trying to meditate, you're overhearing your goddess's words in your head. And it's basically reiterating Sawlean, the Temple of Sawlean, what I once was but never will be, Sawlean.
This is the bard coming out of me. I totally got the melody of Jolene.
Yeah.
Jolene.
Sawlean, what I once was, what never would be.
Mhm.
Sawlean. Okay,
But you don't really sense anything other than that. But Vaso and Kincaid, as you guys are standing on the sides, you're kind of looking at the picture that's next to you. One of them says, "Some may never know me, but I am with them none the same." And then the one over by Vaso says, "Tracking time in the endless march."
Do all the pictures say something?
Yes,
I'm gonna
they
go
do.
walk around.
Yep.
Next one says, "Too much of me is dangerous, but my absence is equally bleak."
it's a riddle.
Next one says, "Some may wish me there longer and make the efforts to tame me, to keep me safe from the nocturnal."
So may wish me there longer in efforts
To tame me,
tame me. Okay.
to keep them safe from the nocturnal.
Probably like, I'm thinking light.
Okay.
Is there more?
There's one more that you can make out. The other one's too damaged to be able to read. "I illuminate the joy and brightness of the world, but I am really many, and only rarely do I show all my shades."
I illuminate the joy and brightness of the world, but
But I am really many,
many.
and I only rarely do I show all my shades.
I got 2 ideas.
Okay. Tracking time in the endless march. I'm thinking like the sundials.
Yeah.
The sun always comes up like it's endless. Too much of me is dangerous, but what is equally bleak? But my absence. So again, sun. Too much sun is dangerous to you, but not enough sun is. If you don't have enough sun, the world's gonna die. Some way wish me there longer in efforts to tame me, to keep them from what? Keep me safe from what?
From the nocturnal.
You said the top of the temple was open, right? So it's exposed to the elements.
Correct.
If we look directly up, is it still like the Nightmare Woods feel, or is it more daylight now?
It isn't as Nightmare Woods feel, but it's definitely still dark. But you don't have that same thing. Once the dragon died, you don't feel that same omnipresent presence like pushing you out, but it is still dark out. And Vaso can still probably attest with his itchiness and irritableness that you still are in Dorma.
I guess I was initially thinking that since it's open, like when the sun passes overhead, light comes down. So it's your dial, it's your light. Maybe the sun's got to hit it a certain way for this to really open.
Yeah.
Do you think we need to like cast, I don't know, some sort of light upwards or?
Can you?
I don't know. Celine said, so when I was standing there, Celine just said, Lucha just kept talking about Celine, what I once was, what never would be. And this is Celine's temple. Do you think that's who she originally is? Can I roll a history check?
Yes, you can.
I fail.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Long. So I have a weird idea.
I love weird ideas.
So I think Kincaid would remember when you casted your rift. Could he see in there that it was lighter out?
Yes, which I think we actually accidentally made a mistake on that because typically the rifts were like a black film that light didn't pass
Okay, so
through.
light. Okay, I was thinking somehow.
But we only ever have casted into Dorma. We've never casted from Dorma out. So
That
looking
is
into
true.
Dorma could be black. It could be the reverse.
I can go with that to correct my issue that I made last time.
That sounds like inspiration to me. I don't know.
I agree.
I was kind of thinking, what if you casted?
Are you really going to give me inspiration?
I am.
Nice.
You fixed the plot hole that I made last time.
I fixed a plot hole. You're welcome.
I'll fill it out later, but I'm going to hand it to you
Perfect,
so I
thanks.
remember.
I didn't know if you could somehow cast or do your rift thing
I could try.
atop of us to see if natural light,
Ooh,
because we're in Dorma now, and you got the light
I like it.
from the other side, based on Kincaid's limited knowledge of.
I'm going to cast Rift Creation. I'm going to give it a go and try it at level 4. 9.
All right, so you take 9 soul damage as a big rift opens up. And I assume as you're doing this, you're concentrating on the top of the temple in that circular hole at the beginning.
Yes.
And you guys see a rift create above there as light starts to shine down into this temple. And it's very welcoming how warm it feels. And you're feeling a little bit better. Vaso, you're less irritable. But nothing happens on the floor at this point.
I'm going to put some of the dark shards in the middle of the floor underneath the. I'm trying to get like a balance thing.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
like a light thing, like a fracture?
Yeah.
All right, so you try to put some of the light shards. So as you are...
Like the dark.
Yeah, the dark shards. Sorry, I said light, but meant dark. As you're trying to move some of the dark shards, so you're kind of pulling them from wherever they had fell in the temple, and you're moving them towards you. Nothing really happens with the dark shards, but what you start to notice is the floor. Now that it's more light, you move the dark shards out of the way. There is sectioned off, so there's 6 different quadrants on the floor.
We got to move the floor.
And they're each a different color.
What color are they?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet.
I think Kincaid, being a creature of the sea, would recall light going through the water and creating spectrums.
Correct.
So I think we need like a prism sort of thing. Kincaid wouldn't know exactly how to articulate that, but Ryan would. I'm telling you all.
Okay, so
we need light to shine through something
Yep.
to create a spectrum, I think, on the floor.
So,
Do we have any glass?
Woods grew up in the Temple of Sawlean, the sun goddess, and this is how all of our temples were. The tops were open. So she is very familiar with this. So she is going to... Are there any mirrors
That's us.
or looking glasses or picture frames and all of the like trinkets? Can we find like glass, picture frame, a picture, something glass?
You'd be able to find some stuff.
Okay, so let's start pulling that and we start to like hold it underneath the light and kind of
light.
Position it. What happens?
You start to see some colors starting to speck out. We go ahead and roll let's do an intelligence check.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yep. You don't need to roll anymore because Red, with her background at the Solar Temple, you're used to setting up prisms, so you know that you got to break it into multiple pieces so you get more refraction just a single. So she goes up a little bit and manipulates this, and you guys are able to hit each of the colors where they need to hit to match the floor, and all those little bars that were covering that circle scroll out to the side.
Ooh.
And then you see all the bars of the opposite direction that are still there as a inscription on the floor reveals itself.
Multi-step puzzle.
I like puzzles.
You guys solved the first one.
Yeah, with a nat 20.
On the bottom of the first set of seals that opened, you see a riddle, or more of a saying. I will follow you all day long, but when night or rain comes, I am gone.
Shadow.
Yeah. Okay, shadow. So how do we...
Well, we have light coming
create
through.
a shadow. So we can we create some shadows?
Okay. How are you going to create these shadows?
Well,
Kincaid's just going to stick his hand under the light and do a little bird thing.
Trying to do some birds?
Yeah.
Also go stick his hands out.
Yep. So you guys are making shadows shining down from this light, but nothing seems to be happening with the shadow puppets that you guys are doing.
What? Shocking. Do we have to... Can the floor move?
Floor does not move.
The floor does not move.
Is it just the inscription that we see? Is there anything else?
It's only the inscription.
I think there's something to do with the pictures on the walls. Can those move?
Maybe if we do the shadow over the inscription.
Isn't that what we were doing?
We were just doing random stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, give it a go.
We're creating shadows covering the inscription.
Okay, so you guys are going to try to make a shadow to cover the big seal
Yeah.
in the center of the floor. What material how are you making this shadow?
Oh, what if we like cover it, like really cover all the light or close the rift?
Well, I think we need that to keep the first stage unlocked.
Oh.
I think since this is a temple of light and darkness, we got to have both somehow.
Oh, like a yin yang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if we like all just stand under it.
Can we like
'Cause
lock
it's
our
gonna
arms some way?
Possibly.
So it takes you guys quite a bit of time, but you've figured out the key to this puzzle. You need to keep the light reflecting onto the various colors, but then you need to actually cover the seal so it's a shadow, so you get light and darkness. And once you finally figure it out, you have to use some of like the trinkets around to fill in the rest of the blanks that you guys aren't covering. The second seal finally opens up. You see a little spiral staircase going down to a wooden bow that is resting at the bottom.
Well, since I'm a bow user, I think I should get the bow. Go get the bow.
I was really going to be like, wait, this is like my temple. I'm a bow. Okay. So
You get to use the dragon. You get to be the angel
Listen, you got all
thing.
the erasers with the little sticks. Yeah, look at that.
That's a class
He
ability.
gets a totem thing. You guys get the little card holders. Give me the dragon. Okay, I'm going to jovially walk down this. I'm going to check for traps.
Okay, go ahead and roll for trap.
What's traps?
Would be investigation. One over there.
Yeah, 8.
Luckily, there is no traps.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of bound down the stairs respectfully, and I'm going to pick up the bow.
Okay, you pick up the bow and you feel your goddess speaking to you again. What was the first phrase she said? Because I saw you write it down.
She says, Selena, what I once was but never would be.
What I once was, what I never would be. And now she finishes her saying, used to be a hole, now one side of the coin. My other half.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Can you just email this to us? Just
This one I'm making up on the top.
Okay. That's why.
So she's writing it down.
What I once was but never would be used to be a hole, now one side of the coin.
My other half has been destroyed. What is your state of mind right now, Woods?
I am. She's talking to me. Is she talking to me calmly or kind of in that angry voice?
She is now calm.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to be calm for sure. And I feel like she's holding this bow. She feels really connected in the basement of this temple for her goddess. Like she's honestly thinking about getting this tattooed on her, even if it's just the what I once was but never would be again. Like she's really thinking like she's really connected to her goddess.
All right. I love it. As you are kind of more or less meditating while holding this bow inside the Temple of Sawlean, you two, Kincaid and Vaso, you start to feel kind of like an energy pulling over you, like a breeze. And it doesn't take you long to realize that the sky is starting to get a little bit lighter. It's not quite as bleak feeling. And then over about the course of maybe 2 or 3 hours, the dark forest becomes full of life again, and now there is a little rift in front of you guys to Dorma.
Oh, so so it's a little rift to Dorma.
Yep. Think of it as
You guys
basically...
want to go find Nomis? And she's looking at the both of you and looking at the rift.
No, I need to rest.
Yeah,
I need a long rest.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm hurting
All right.
and I'm exhausted. And
Yeah, no. You're right.
If we go in there, we're just gonna die.
Yeah, I know. And then she's going to close the rift.
Okay. You guys successfully cleared the dark forest.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Look at us.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for spending the time listening to us on our podcast. It really just means a lot to us. If you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll pass this along to your friends so we can grow our listenership as well. You should also check us out on our website at carriageresttales.com. At our website, you'll be able to access some of our additional content, such as our one-shot episodes, but you'll also be able to see some of the information on how you can get a hold of us, either through social media or email. As always, thanks again for being a listener, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Tell me more about this bow.
Okay, the bow is a wooden bow, but what stands out weird about it is the string is also wood.
What?
As you are looking at it, it very much so reminds you of a dagger that you have once seen that was made of solid wood. As you try to scratch it, it immediately repairs itself.
Nomis's dagger was made of, right?
Yes.
So now, can I shoot it?
You can shoot it.
I want to shoot it. What happens?
At this point, it's just a normal bow because you really haven't quite had enough time to attune to it yet.
Okay.
But it feels magical in
I'm-
nature in that it's a wood bow.
Yeah, it's-
that
yeah.
can't be damaged or
She
broken.
is like she's going to spend a lot of time over the next long rest sleeping with it, like showing her friends.
Okay.
She's going to figure this out.
So that's your plan. As Red is to try to meditate more with this bow.
Yep.
That was found in the Temple of your goddess.
Yep.
And now you're starting to realize that your goddess used to go by a different name.
Yeah, now it's Sawlean. Now
It was Sawlean, and now it's
it was
Lucha.
Sawlean, now it's Lucha.
And it sounds like she's missing her other half.
She's missing her other half. So I'm
Based on what you tell me, that's what
Yeah.
Kincaid is.
So do you think that Solpalor is her other half?
I mean, if
Solpalor and Lucha.
I'm assuming she's filling me in on who
Yep.
Yeah.
I assume that
Lucha
you guys are
is.
talking in this temple
Based
at
on
this
what we
point.
just saw in the temple, it seems like Lucha is more moon, celestial.
Mm-hmm.
Solpalor is
the
sun,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of need each other.
Yep.
But it sounds like, based on what you said, she said to you, maybe Solpalor is missing.
Well, and like she's gonna pull at her tapestry that she has, because I don't think Kincaid has seen that, and it's like this whole yin yang effect with a goddess, and she's gonna say like they're fighting each other, but it's the other half. So I don't know if we need to find them to bring them together.
It sounds like even though they're opposites, they need each other to bring about some sort of harmony.
Some sort of balance, right?
Yeah. So it sounds like maybe one side is missing or
Do you-
absent.
Do you think if this is wild, we could fix it and Dorma and this side would converge into one and be just normal?
Vaso's
I
like,
have no clue.
yeah, Vaso doesn't know. Like, of course, in his mind, he's thinking Dorma is the enemy, so he's against that idea for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get home. So, you know.
Yeah, but your home could be Dorma.
I don't think so.
So Vaso is going to. So he got his dad's pocket knife back.
We got
Does
all the
he know-
trinkets, right?
Got all the
And
trinkets.
some loot. Did we get some extra
All the
stuff?
trinkets plus some.
Okay.
My bag of holding is full.
Is there anything different about it? Is it more magical, or is it just the same old?
Same old
Is
pocket
it
watch.
better?
Is it better?
It's a +5 dagger.
Just asking.
It's a +5 pocket knife of whittling.
Yeah. It's a pocket knife of Swiss.
Yeah. So Vaso, I mean, during his long rest, he's
Are we long resting?
recovering.
You guys aren't long resting yet, but
Oh, okay.
Oh, dang it.
Where was
you
I?
can
at?
short rest in this temple if you want. It's up to you guys.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, short rest.
I mean, I guess.
At this point, it doesn't feel like you don't have a sense of fear or, like the feeling of the dark woods is gone. So you would feel safe in this temple at this point. So if you wanted to do a short rest in the temple, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I'm going to do
All
a
right.
short.
I'm going to short rest, but before I short rest, I'm going to use some of my spell slots, and then I'm going to short rest and probably use some more.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Vaso, are you short resting or have you used all of your hit dice?
Yep.
Yeah, I've kind
I
of been
have none.
I've kind of been hitting you hard.
Yeah.
And
In my defense, one of the time you did cast taunt though, so that pulled a lot to you.
Yeah.
But whatever.
do you
I think-
I was just trying to be a team player.
Oh, you did it perfect.
Ooh.
I think Kincaid's getting the realization that eventually he's going to have to actually go to Dorma, not by accident. So I think during his short rest, he would talk to Vaso about your experiences there, like what you encountered, so that he can start to mentally and physically prepare. I'm assuming it's going to be like what he just encountered, but I feel like this is just a very small piece of what's actually out there.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Do
I'll explain to you that it's, what we just experienced. That's, that's pretty close to what Dorma. I'm pretty sure that was Dorma.
But I'm sure I'd imagine bigger things out there than just little forest critters and the occasional zombies, like more of the ogre things
Yep. And
thing.
as Kincaid saying bigger things, Vaso would remember that you saw what was referred to as the colossal.
Yep.
The colossal.
This big beast, right?
Oh, well, we took down a
It was
dragon.
like a big.
It was like a big, think of it like 40-foot tall giant of skin that was kind of melding and ever transforming.
We took down a dragon. That's no problem.
While you guys
Yeah.
are having this conversation, was this just going to come up behind Vaso and just like put her hand on your shoulder and give you 19 hit points back?
Oh,
That's
thanks. Thanks, buddy.
nice. Quick game mechanic.
Yep.
The dragon was totally gone, right?
Dragon was
So you just
totally
turned
gone.
into a dark shard.
Yep, dragon turned into dark
Okay.
shard.
All right.
Game mechanic question. Also, though, as you guys are kind of walking around, like inspecting the temple now that it's not as urgent and fleeing, you do find 4 golden shards.
Oh yeah, Vaso's gonna pick him up. He wants to honor his buddy.
I love that. Is there anything besides like my wooden bow in the temple that has Lucha or Sawlean on it that maybe I can take with me?
There's probably the tapestry or the pictures, right?
Yeah, there'd be the pictures. I don't know if you'd be able to
I
take
don't
them
wanna
off because
take
I'm picturing
one of
more like frescoes,
Yeah,
on the walls, but
it's okay if there's not.
I can't think of anything right now that wouldn't have already been scavenged.
Yeah, okay.
And there was nothing else by the bow, no other indication of a lower level.
It looked like the seal was created simply to hold the bow.
So the one painting that was in the temple that was destroyed, can Vaso tell like how it was destroyed? Was it set on fire? Was it?
I would picture more like animal scratches,
Okay.
like claw marks over it.
All right, guys. I think we gotta head back to Captain Brandon, right? And like return all this stuff. And she like jiggles her bag of holding.
Yeah, I say we return it. I think the darkness is gone, so we did our mission.
Yeah.
And then it's back to whatever we were doing before.
Yeah, and then I feel
There's
like
the weird elves. They're kind of suspicious.
There's
your girlfriend
Do I
seems
have
suspicious.
any voicemails on my shell phone?
Yeah.
Any text messages?
This is my 30th call,
This is
Vaso.
my-
Why
I
aren't you
can't believe
answering
you
me?
haven't
Are you
answered.
ghosting me, Vaso?
Is there another elf?
Is there
Who was that bald elf you were with?
I am going to say that after, because I do like this thought, that you probably do have a voicemail from Eldwin. Like, hey, Vaso, I was just calling and seeing how you're doing. And I heard that you guys left town. I hope you're going to come back soon because I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Everything's fine at the camp, I guess. So hopefully we'll be back in town in the next couple of days.
Ciao.
Hugs and kisses.
On your way back to town, you guys find your John boat where you had left it by your
yeah.
original camp. And you jump in the boat, I assume, and start heading back to Dringham.
Yeah, I'll row.
I guess on our way back, I do want to notice if the woods seem more like Disney?
Yeah.
Like, is there more like, is there more like, birds chirping,
yeah.
squirrels?
We see Bambi.
I
Yeah,
need
Bambi,
you to, I need you
Thumper.
to get out of my head today because the little one was like Disney.
Yeah. I didn't know how else to describe it.
No,
Yes,
I'm
the woods are more alive with life now.
jovial.
Okay.
Jovial.
Yeah.
Birds chirping, squirrels bearing nuts, all sorts of stuff.
Just in
Deer.
time for the dwarves to come in and chop down all the trees.
Yep,
All right.
exactly. Just in time.
Just in time for some deforestation. So,
Perfect.
perfect.
Solid Disney movie.
Yeah.
As you guys are arriving at Stringham, you see Timbra, which was the owner of the Grinding Axe, which was kind of your adventure supply shop. She is waving you guys over to her, but also kind of like ducking down and kind of like looking over her shoulder. And she's not really shouting, but she's like urgently like trying to wave you over to her with her hand. She looks a little panicked.
I think we should go over
We
there.
hastily walk over.
You guys need to hide like now.
Why?
Just you sneak. We can sneak into the back of my shop. I don't think they've seen you yet.
I'm gonna roll stealth. 23.
I guess we're all still.
Well, they're not looking for you.
Crit fail.
Oh no!
Well, I got
Why'd you say we had to roll stealth?
I said I was. You didn't follow me. This is what I was doing.
I rolled a natural 20 if that makes you feel any better.
Oh.
Kincaid and Woods, you guys easily jump out of the boat and you run into the back of Timbra's lumberjack grinding axe. Vaso, you're on your way over there when all of a sudden you hear
My phone goes off.
and then you pick it up.
Yep.
Hi, hon. I was just curious how your day's going.
It's been a little hectic.
Oh, what happened? Tell me all about it.
Can I call you back later? I'm kind of in a situation right now.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can. And then, like, as you're, like, trying to hang the phone up, you say, excuse me, sir. As you turn around and you see a Order of Light person. I was wondering, have you seen these people? And he holds up the wanted posters of Woods and
You.
Vaso. Have you seen these people?
Vasa's gonna
We've heard suspicions that they might be close by.
he's gonna look at the posters and then think about it, and then he's gonna be like, no, I haven't.
All right, well, go right about your day. I want to point out to the listeners that right now, Vaso, or Nick, is twirling his beard, which he purposely said that his character is growing out a beard.
Nice.
So he does not recognize you.
Yes.
And he's like, go about your day.
Does he straighten his beard also?
Yep.
Nice.
And then you see the Order of Light kind of all around the town, asking town folks about it. And you definitely see that there's another ship out in the harbor.
Okay. Do I see anybody that I recognize?
You do not.
Okay.
You need to put your cell phone on vibrate.
Yep. So he's gonna pull his cell phone out and put it on silent.
Sounds good.
He's just not risking anything. He's going on silent.
And then you see Timber go, whew, I come with me. And then you guys successfully walk into the back of the grinding axe.
Oh my gosh.
I can't take y'all anywhere.
Looks like the bard has done it again. What a splendid crowd y'all have been. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.